You know, I always say it's really none of my business. It is absolutely none of my business what other people think of me or how people perceive me. It's none of my business. And actually, it's none of your business what other people think of you and how other people perceive you. It's none of your business. Why is it none of our business what other people think of us? I'll tell you why. It's none of our business what other people think of us because we have no control over what people think, how people perceive. See, I've observed this in my life that when we care what people think about us or how they perceive us, there's a couple of characteristics that will result from that, right? If we care what people think about us or how they may perceive us, we will say too much and we will also say not enough. Now, I know you're probably like, well, which is it? How can you say too much and not enough? Well, bear with me for a moment. If you care what people think about you, you will unconsciously gravitate to saying the things that are accepted in your circle. Even if what you're saying is a critique on another group, you will only say what your circle will want you to say. You'll gravitate to only speaking the things that endear you to your group and your crowd, and you will say, I've observed people who tend to pontificate about a lot of things. They tend to stay in their circles and say only what their circles would agree with them. Even if they're critiquing another, they're gonna say the things that get them likes and attaboys and moral support and all of that kind of thing. So that in that they say a lot, but they don't say also, and this is another characteristic, folks who care what people think about them tend to not be able to speak the things that are needed to be spoken. Because oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes the things that need to be said really won't endear you with any particular group or subsection. Yeah, because that's not how life is. Life isn't Republican or Democrat, conservative or progressive. That's not how life is. See, the things that need to be spoken won't fit in any box, religious, political, or whatever. See, truth is truth. Truth is an equal offender, but is also equally applicable to all kinds of people. So when you care, my observation is when we care what other people think about us, we will talk about all kinds of things and pontificate about all kinds of things. But when there is a needed voice about a particular subject, people who care what other people think will have a hard time saying what needs to be said because it may do them no favors on the surface. See, my encouragement for us today is to free yourself from the business that is not yours. And the business that is not yours is what other people think. Free yourself from business that you have no control over. And you will experience total and true liberation. Then you can say whatever needs to be said, and it doesn't matter the ramifications or the repercussions.